She's like, yeah, I know. I just got cussed out. This was before.
Yeah, well, now I don't have to tell you. I'll just have to turn you up. The problem is when Moose comes back and he's sitting right next to you and that annoying ass, squeaky ass fucking laugh.
Good old Moose.
Speaking of which,
Moose.
did I tell you that we got called for moose shaming?
No, how'd you get called for moose shaming?
Apparently, we shame him.
I told y'all that when I first got here.
So
like,
what?
Y'all kind of mean the moose, man.
We definitely.
He's young. He has to learn.
This is
kind of rip into him.
No, but you noticed that I promised you that I was going to get you a chair. I got you a chair.
Yeah, see, this is nice.
The other chair is in my son's room. He was using it.
Hey, it's all good.
I wheel that one into the bathroom so that way I can cut my son's hair, and then I just wheel it right back.
Nothing wrong with that. The old school homeschool cut. My cousin was my barber for years.
Oh, man. I cut my hair, my son's hair, my nephew's hair, my neighbor's kids' hair. I mean, it is what it is. I got them skills, though.
No, and I give you props for that. I remember growing up, that was one of the coolest things. My big cousin would cut his own hair, and you'd come home and you'd see my mom's mirror off of the wall, sitting in a chair on some hood shit. So he has one mirror in front of him, one behind him. We'd listen to some shit, doing some other stuff.
That's what I do. I got the hand mirror, and I got the big mirror, and I'm sitting there like, meh. And I'm good enough to actually switch hands. Like, I can switch hands and shit.
I'm barely good.
That's the only thing I'm ambidextrous at doing is cutting my hair. Like,
well, hats off to you, my man.
Sextrious.
Yeah, that too.
That means you swing both ways, buddy.
I'm okay with that. It's okay. It's okay. We usually spend 8 hours a night trying to fuck you anyway. So
I'm not that easy. For the listeners, the audience out there, I don't want them thinking that they can just, take me out for ice cream.
It's more like a cat and mouse thing. He's the mouse, and I just bat him back and forth. Like it's not necessarily me trying to do anything. It's just like, hey, look at him thinking he's getting away. Come here.
That's called rape, buddy.
That's
okay.
That is kind of called rape. Just a little bit.
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Welcome to No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter.
No filter.
The No Filter podcast, which is
An EMP network production.
in this show you'll encounter nothing but
Straight talk, none of that PC stuff.
No PC.
No PC.
No PC consistency.
please note that the
Opinions from the hosts
Are not a reflection of the
EMP network.
And as always, thanks guys for tuning in.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening,
thanks for opening up your ears and your mind.
and we hope you like this one.
Let's go ahead.
In some states. States.
Hey guys, welcome to No Filter. I am your host, the heavy breathing, obscene phone call, semi-sick, remorseless, and I am here with Double D.
Hey, what's up?
And I am here with Single D.
Yep. How you doing?
Unfortunately, Moose is not here today, but he'll be back. Hopefully.
He shall return.
Yeah, if he's not too sad. But anyway.
You think if he's too sad, he won't return?
No, he'll still return. He'll just have a whole new demeanor. Like he'll really turn into the victim skid. He'll be like, I'm treated so badly. Like as soon as I talk to him about this moose shaming thing, watch him flip the victim script completely.
Please don't bring it up to him.
Just because
don't even mention it. Don't even mention it.
You know he's gonna switch it up. You know he's gonna. Oh yeah, you guys do shame me. I be saying good shit. I be saying some smart stuff, and you guys just make me feel and look like an idiot.
Moose.
No, that's
no,
what
Moose,
I do.
you need to
but
calm
no,
the
when I
calm the hell down, Moose.
Bukkake, dick joke, bukkake.
See?
Dick joke, bukkake.
You see what we're dealing with, people? Mulatto bukkake. Yeah,
that's basically what you get for 2 hours a week.
Tell me you can sit in the studio with that for 2 hours a week and not Moose shame.
I love Moose though. Everybody here brings something different. Like he brings something. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but he brings something to the table.
Yes.
It is unidentifiable, I think.
But it's still something. That's what matters.
Dark matter is something also.
Dark matter is something, and dark matter actually gave a whole lot of people in the DC universe their powers.
Yes, this is true.
Did it?
Yes, it has.
Oh, D, you know about this too.
I know a whole bunch about a whole bunch of little stuff.
About DC? Is this what we're talking about?
DC Comics, yeah.
Specifically, the Flash comic book. a whole lot of characters that came out of the Flash comic book came from Dark Matter.
You ever see the Flash Paradox? I need to start
The
looking
movie?
up. Yes.
Flashpoint?
Yes.
Yeah,
Flashpoint Paradox.
I have the comic book downstairs.
That's a great movie.
That one was based on the New 52 launch of the Flash, and they did a fantastic fucking job with it.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, people said the New 52 was set up to fail, which I don't think it was set up to fail. I think it was set up to end. Like, I love the New 52. That's actually my favorite. That's actually my favorite series of comic books, the New 52.
I liked it because it gave me a chance to jump in and start, because I wasn't a DC fan at all.
And the good thing about it is, like, it was like if you look at Barbara Gordon, Batgirl's story, it was a continuation of what happened after she got shot, right after the Killing Joke. That's how Batgirl's story started. So even if you have like a little remnants of the past, you're not really, because they reference it a lot, meaning they inform you a lot without making it boring. It was fantastic.
Yeah, but it ended up being like, because they rebooted it after that. It ended up
Rebirth. Rebirth is make no mistake of it. Rebirth is great. I mean, I read those motherfuckers every day. Rebirth is great, but I'm just saying the New 52 is still my favorite.
You think they did that had that planned, or you think they were like, this ain't going like we planned, we better do another reboot?
They switch writers so many times in Illustrated. Like, there are some books that, like, the art would be fantastic, and you could tell that they switched illustrators because then it would look real weird, and then it would go back to being fantastic. It's like, what the fuck? But I don't know if they did it on purpose. I think it was more of a, they left, all right, we got to get somebody in here. Look, you got to make this work. How much do you want to make it work? And I mean, to me, it worked.
Did it?
Yeah, I think so. I really like the New 52, and I like what they did with Rebirth too. So
I did not check out anything Rebirth.
It's good. It's good. Going through them, like, it's you really have, like, this is more immersive than the New 52. At least the New 52, you can grab a comic book here, a comic book there, and you won't be lost. Rebirth, yeah, you want to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
That shit is serious. But anyway, let's go ahead and change the speed and temperature of this whole situation. I have a question for you guys. Have you ever got massages?
Like a legit massage from
paid for one?
Yeah.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
Self-lovers
You guys
don't never treat yourself to nothing nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know, because I think it was for me growing up. It was nice to always have the money, and I always did a little bit better than other people, like in my family. So it was like, I would like to really do this, but just in case some shit happens, y'all borrow money from me. I can't borrow money from y'all, so I need to make sure I keep some of this money. And it's to a detriment, to be honest with you. Like, I have missed out on a few things, and people think I'm tight, but it's like, it's got a security net. I like to have that, but yeah, it would be nice. I did get my girlfriend one before, though. Got her a nice little spa day.
So you save your money to give to somebody else?
No, I don't even really save my money. I just don't buy certain things. Like, I'm a basic bitch. Like, to be honest, I'm extremely basic. Like, I don't
Low maintenance ass.
yeah, for real. To be honest with you, yeah.
What about you, Double D? How's your maintenance?
Yeah, I'm pretty low maintenance as well. I would probably describe myself as a minimalist. I don't need much as well. I think it's been a few, like we talked about, it's been a few years since I had boots, and you were like, why don't you just buy new boots?
Because that shit drives me insane. Like, especially with boots, man. See, but that's one thing that I noticed. Like, I don't know if this is a cultural thing or if this is a white or black thing, but I've noticed that a lot of people see. And when we say cultural thing, I think I said this in the group chat. I was like, it's a cultural thing. Unfortunately, our culture just is predominantly black.
Yeah.
But like, I've noticed that, like, white people run their shoes into the fucking ground. Like, holy shit. Like, their soles you really don't see their soles until they buy new shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't always, I don't know, growing up middle class, you can't always, like in my family in particular, we didn't always get, like, we got new shoes like once a year. That was at the beginning of school. And I think that was it.
That was gross. Sorry.
And And so it was never to me like I saw other people in school that were like always buying a new Jordan.
Yeah, nah, I've never been a brand whore.
Yeah, that never appealed to me. It was like, okay, I got shoes. It was never like a fashion accessory to me. It was more utilitarian. Like I just strap them on because I'm leaving the house.
See, I was never a big Jordan fan, but I did like a nice pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Especially like growing up. I mean, all my shoes were hand-me-downs. I'm the baby. So
That's how it was for me too. I think that's why I got big feet because my oldest cousin's 6'3", and I think it's like that thing when they say with the hamsters and keep them in the cage. So I had these big shoes on the short guy, so then I got these real big feet. I wear 10 and a half, 11. So I'm 5'7" on a good day. You know what I mean? But that's another reason why I never spun too much on because I had an older cousin that was always real good at it. If he knew there was some kind of event that's like I need to look fresh for, he would come through and be like, "Oh, little cuz, it's Kennywood Day. Here's this, here's some shoes. Oh, it's your first day of school. Here's this. Oh, you got yourself a little date."
And that's exactly it. Like I lived off of hand-me-downs growing up because, like, I mean, I'm the youngest. Everybody's giving me everything.
Exactly.
My clothes would go all the way to my knees for a few years, not even months, for a few years, and then they'd come up and fit me finally. Like I'll be wearing the same fucking shirt. It'll look new because it fits me. Before it was a dress.
Yeah, hey, Remorseless, you got a new shirt? Looking good, man. It's a good fit.
Speaking of fits, what was your 90s fit like, Double D?
Oh, let's see. Early 90s, we're talking bright colors like orange jean shorts, probably with the Looney Tunes shirt.
Sounds about right.
Looney Tunes with the backwards.
With them wearing
the crossed out bugs.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, with the hip hop look on the logos. Yeah.
And then probably going into the mid 90s, we're talking like American Eagle, a little more preppy.
Yeah, that was definitely your Abercrombie and Fitch days.
And then in Gap.
Yep.
And then in the late 90s, getting into
go ahead.
Maybe a little bit getting into punk for sure. A little more.
Really? Oh, no, you got to describe. Nah, you need to go into detail about this punk shit. Go into deep motherfucking tail.
There definitely wasn't any frosted tips.
Let's just go to detail.
Blonde hair or anything.
Double D. Let's just make sure because we do have fact checkers right now. So.
Yeah, bitch, you can't watch anymore. I'll just ask him.
There may have been some dyed hair. That's it.
Nah, nope. Give me some more.
All I got, man. That's all I got for you.
What do you mean by punk? Like, are we talking skinny jeans and vests with ripped sleeve vests, or what exactly are we talking about when you said punk?
No, like skateboard. Not like punk.
Wallet chains.
Wallet chain. Vans, cargo shorts, and probably a T-shirt from Goodwill.
What about you, D?
Me?
90s fit.
Pretty much the same as it is. It was in the 2000 fit.
Really?
2000. I haven't changed much. Like, always been a loose fitting jeans type of guy. I like my button downs, underneath shirt, winter hoodie, like my hat to the side or pull it to the back. And then I'd say that was pretty much all through high school for the most part. I wore a lot more flannels in high school, though. A lot more flannels, I want to say, in the early 90s going into it. And then by the time I got into the 2000s, it was more or less a little more crisper. It wasn't as dark. In my earlier years in the 2000s or in the 90s, it was more dark colors, dark blues, dark this, dark that. When I started getting older and started listening to people like, "Oh, you look so nice in this," and started to look like that. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started liking more colors like your reds and your oranges because it wasn't about me. I don't do nothing for me. It was all about the ladies. Keep it real. You know, I mean, I remember some listening to comics say something about that before. It's like, you think that we do all this nice stuff for ourselves? Not necessarily. It's because that woman likes that nice car.
Nobody in this world gets dressed up for them. They get dressed up for the attention of others.
Ding, ding, ding. Exactly.
Yes, sir. We talked about that before, the peacocking.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So here's a question. How many times did you change your fits because a girl said she liked you in a certain thing? How many times did you like hit the store or go out or go
mean,
grab
like,
something
change
or
your-
change your hair or just change
your whole
look?
style?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like
style,
change an outfit?
look, something. Because a girl said
The
you
only
look
time
nice.
I can really think of it is when I was older, when I got into my career, and I wore this really nice button-down red shirt, and every woman in that hotel like complimented me on this red. Like, you look so nice, and you look nice.
I mean,
Dude,
that's
you look
because you were the
nice.
pimp. Their job was their job was to
Yeah,
compliment
right.
you.
And then, but then next time I wore it, I had a few guests, and I started. It's like, all right, well, you know what? That's what made me stop wearing all the dark blues and the dark black. You know,
Like you started listening, like
heck
Yeah.
yeah. And then me being in the field that I'm in, I'm trying to make sure people are happy and stuff. So, hey, man, you like this, and I like that you liked it. I liked it. I'm wearing what you like. There we go. We've gone all be friends right here. Like, 'cause I can care less. I can walk around here and wear a hoodie for my job as far as I'm concerned.
yeah. I've definitely done that with cologne before. Like,
Really?
yeah, like I
Really?
found
Yeah,
one.
with cologne, yes.
And like I kept getting compliments, and people were like, "Oh, it smells really good," and you know, from women and everything. I was like,
So
"Oh,
you
I'm
were
sticking
like,
with this."
winner.
No reason to change that.
So it wasn't like Tad Mosby. Like she was like the girl's like, oh, you look nice in those red cowboy boots, and so you were like, I'm buying them.
I don't know how I didn't tell you this. That's what I wear on every first date. Red cowboy boots.
That'd be some shit.
If you finish the date wearing red cowboy boots, she's a keeper or a hoe, one or the other.
A little
Wait,
bit of both.
if you're wearing them,
Yeah, if you're wearing red cowboy boots and you finish the date, and she doesn't, and she's
Yeah,
okay
she's a
with
true-
them.
yeah,
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
a trooper.
she may be a keeper. Because
So-
she's definitely not into you because of your personality.
Okay,
I mean,
so you think I should present my worst self? What do you think about this, guys? Say I'm going on a first date. Should I present my worst self and be like, it can only get better if you choose this?
It depends on how bad your worst self really is, man.
I don't know though. He may have something.
Well, to be honest, the way the world,
George Costanza
the world
movie.
quote unquote says we're supposed to be, then yes, he should be his worst self. Be like, this is me, love me for who I am and all of my goofiness.
Or be like, or like how I am, like, not even now. Like, say, like after I get off of work, like I just left work and I'm going on a first date. No,
it's kind of
I
like
don't think
I don't
there's
think that's
anything
going to turn
wrong with
out
that.
well. As I'm saying this out loud, I'm like, that's
I don't
probably
know
not
because
gonna turn
it's
out
not
well.
like you dress like shit. Like you don't look bad right now.
exactly.
Hey, whoa, easy, buddy. I see what's going on here.
Yeah,
Well,
you is
you're
looking
starting to
good
get
on
that
the
twinkle
top.
in
That's
your
a
eye.
tonight thing. That's a tonight thing.
All right, just put it away for right now, please.
No.
I was wondering why your pants have been down this entire time.
The helicopter.
Exactly. Right now, I'm just sitting down, so it's more like the docked submarine.
The hanging pendulum.
The pit and the pendulum.
Exactly.
We call that the anchor. We just let it drop and it boom
Swing, baby, baby. Swing,
keeps you down.
swing.
No, but you may have something with that. Like I don't. It's funny because the whole if you don't like me at if you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my that Marilyn Monroe bullshit. First off, you got to look like Marilyn Monroe to pull that off.
That's true.
Everybody's not Marilyn Monroe.
Some of these people are extremely delusional.
You know what I'm saying? Like
extremely.
same thing with
delusional.
like a Beyonce quote or a Rihanna quote. You don't look like Beyonce or Rihanna. You got to look like them in order to pull that shit off. Like it's pretty plain and simple.
And you're right. I had a conversation with somebody from work about that. The conversation pretty much was depending on how good looking you are, depends on how much weird shit you're allowed to do.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
we were talking about creepy people, and she said there was this guy, and he liked her, and this, that, and the other, but he was trying to talk to her, and they had just had a little conversation, and she was leaving, and like he pulls his car out in front of her when she's trying to go home. And like to be cutesy and stuff, and to still talk, but it's like, bro, you're creepy. It's like if you look like Denzel, you can pull that shit off.
Definitely.
If you're
100%.
funny, like, and this is how I broke it down. It's like if you're handsome, females will be like, "All right, you just stupid boy. Look at you." If you're funny, they'll be like, "Why you always playing so
You being
much?
so
Like, why
goofy.
you
Stop being
playing,
goofy, man.
But
Come
if you're
on.
just creepy and you're not neither one of the other two, if you're not handsome and creepy or funny and kind of creepy, you have no plateau to stand on.
Yeah,
You're
done.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Because they're just like, no, regardless. Because in your mind, it can be the most chivalrous thing that you ever thought of. And I'm doing this, and this is why I saw this on the movie, and let's go do this. And she's like, you weird dude. I met you for like 15 minutes. You were telling me your life story and like having grandeurs, pictures of grandkids.
That's most romantic comedies.
Every romantic comedy.
Exactly. Like, I mean, look at the end of Hitch. Like, Will Smith jumped on the fucking car. Like, nope.
That's assault.
Yeah, and most of the
Or
movies,
stalking, at least.
Stalking,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's stalking.
most of the movies, like you said, take place over the course of like a few days or like a weekend or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like
That is always
I've
weird.
known you 48 hours.
But
How
let's
are we
get
in love?
married.
I'll tell you, I also got a problem with like kid shows or like young kids that fall in love, and it's like you're my soulmate. And we're gonna.
Yeah.
It's like you're 18
18 years
or
old,
you're
yeah.
15, whatever. This
We're
is not
changing
gonna
the course
last.
of history and everything
all
else.
right, but hold on. In their defense, how many times did you guys think you were in love when you were young?
Oh, I did.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? So, I
But
mean,
now I can look back.
Yeah,
and
but you was
say,
more of a hopeless.
but you're looking back.
And you
though.
were a hopeless
You're looking
romantic, my
back.
dude. I'll give you that, though.
I was definitely a hopeless.
You
romantic.
were a hopeless romantic.
Absolutely, 100%.
This Ted Mosby hypothesis is starting to beg more and more true. I'm telling you.
What?
This is starting to become more and more true. Keep going. Keep it going.
Because
He can't dodge anymore. I love this.
No can do,
My bad.
baby doll.
I'm just telling all the business. I can't rob a bank with you no more. I'm sorry, my man.
Just don't rob a bank.
Yes, definitely
Sure.
will not rob a bank.
Anymore.
No, but so you're at a
Definitely
restaurant.
not on Tuesday.
So you're at a restaurant,
Yes.
and you're with this chick, and you're dressed in your normal fit, like what you're wearing right now.
Okay.
Do you don't think that's presentable?
Well, yes,
Do you-
but
do
this
you
is,
think
I
that
don't
you
wear
should-
this to work. This isn't what I wear
Okay.
to work.
But I mean,
And I'm
it's
showered and everything. So.
and I'm showered.
Yeah.
So okay, but this is like your
I
normal look.
showered.
This is like your normal fit, though, right?
Yeah, when I'm not at work.
Okay, so if it's your normal fit, what's wrong with it? Only thing I don't approve of is those fucking boots. That's pretty much it. I hate
You think I
those
should
boots.
change the boots?
I think you should burn those boots.
I'm gonna have to buy.
They
a new
look
pair of
flame retarded. I'm pretty sure that even when you
Watch
try
your
to
mouth,
burn them,
man.
they're not.
Come on, man.
What's wrong
Oh,
with your
I'm
boots?
sorry, flame special. They
What's
look
up?
flame gifted.
What's wrong with my boots, dude?
You look like a still working man.
Fuck you guys.
Oh man.
Hey, I'll have you know that several people at work try and fuck me every night. So
Okay.
There's only two.
that's several.
That's a few.
It's just me. It's just
Actually,
me in streets.
that's
It's
a
just
couple.
me in streets.
Oh, so that's just a couple. You just make
Yeah.
it bigger than what it has
It's
to be.
just a couple looking for a third.
A couple trying to be a few.
No, but
Three's Company. Come and knock on my door.
yeah, but you're not bad. Like you're at a restaurant, and I think
Come
you
and
look
knock on my
presentable.
door.
Knock on my door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses of hers and his
Three's
Three's
Company
Company
too.
too.
We're here too old for this.
This show is brought to you by Three's Company.
All right, so I'm at the restaurant.
So you're at the restaurant dressed in what you're dressed in now. You don't look bad. You look presentable.
Thank
know?
you, sir.
You know what I mean? I can't disrespect Sweater Gang. That's all I wear. Sweater
Yeah.
Gang. But
So
yeah.
I'm
So
just
so
going-
why do you think that that's not a suitable fit?
Well, what about should I not smile? I shouldn't smile either, right? I don't want her to think I'm like happy all the time, and like then she's gonna expect me to smile all the time.
Yeah.
And,
Did you say yeah?
No, I'm not really agreeing with him.
yeah, thank you, D.
No, not really. No, that's
He just moosed you. You shouldn't be happy about that. No, but I mean, like, you can smile when you feel it's like you don't have to. I don't think you have to put on a facade, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you should go in there banking on your conversation and personality. You're going on a date, so you think you're attractive enough to bag this chick, or at least you're swinging for the fences. Why not just go for broke, do the
Take
naked
the
man or
shot.
something? Exactly. You're at
the shot.
you're at the line. Take the shot.
true. That
So like, and I mean, you go into the bathroom and there's a glory hole right there. Now, do you or do you not put your dick through it? Go.
That's why I came in the first place. The fact that she's there is incidental.
Or is that the cause of you coming?
That's why I came, because of the glory hole. So I came. Maybe what is she doing?
She's.
What kind of restaurant is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, where are you taking your first date
To
a
a
place
glory
with glory hole?
Anyway, do you put your dick in a glory hole? Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come if I'm gonna get it back.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to stick my dick into some place that I don't know what's on the other side.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Like anything could be back there.
Put my dick in enough suspect
Like
holes
you
throughout
put
the
your-
day.
This
I'm not
could be
putting-
some sort of.
I ain't doing that shit to them.
You put your dick through there, and somebody's just sitting there with a book.
Oh!
I was thinking some Saw situation, man. They got a bear trap.
Man.
Oh.
Do you want to play a game?
I don't know, because like you can like castration would hurt, but just imagine getting your dick broke by a book.
Yeah.
What if they wouldn't let go? They just held on and wouldn't let go.
Wasn't that the purpose?
I'm gonna do this.
So you can
You
fix
think
that.
that's the purpose, D?
Well, no, but I'm saying, couldn't you get, after a while of doing that, wouldn't you be able to get yourself free if you really think about it?
One way or another, you'll get a release. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And then you just shrink away. And he's like, I don't even want it now. He's like,
Ah!
I need a
I
shower.
win, and then you moonwalk away.
And then I have to go back out to my date afterwards. And
Right.
she's wondering why I'm crying. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Can we order dessert?
And she's wiping her hands clean, and you're like, oh, it was you.
The whole time.
You said you didn't want
It
dessert.
was you.
D, you wouldn't put your dick in the glory hole?
Nope.
No?
Nah, can't do it. Nah. Seen a lot of shit where they do that shit, but I can't.
At the glory hole? Come on
You
now.
know, those shit-
to Uncle
that
D's
shit's-
glory hole.
The for real, that shit's weird. And it's legit, like on the TV. It's like truck stops and shit, like real weird, degenerate ass places.
Like, but think about like so that
Would you
means
stick
you're
your
just
dick in there?
fuck no.
Hell, thank you.
Get the fuck out of here. I love my dick way too much to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Yeah, I'm not risking it. If anything, like I
Burnt
said,
biscuit.
if I'm stubborn as shit, and the first thing I'm going to go to the hospital for is my dick.
Crikey, it's the ghost of Steve Irwin's. Grab hold of my penis. He won't let go. He thinks it's a crock.
He thinks it's a crock. I asked him how did he get so good at British accents and just different accents, and he was like, I just watched a lot of BBC growing up.
Yeah,
BBC.
yeah. I can make a real messed up joke about high school, but I.
But you didn't say you were a Doctor Who fan, though. You kind of just like when I
Well,
said
I
I
didn't-
really love Doctor Who, you kind of just walked past that.
Well,
like-
because I didn't watch it I didn't start watching that until like 2011, 2012.
Red Dwarf,
Red Dwarf, yes. Oh my God, Red Dwarf.
my man. Yo,
I
that's
I came across that show like a year or two ago. I'm like,
that shit helped ruin my high school career, bro.
Well,
Red Dwarf,
our-
Maid Marian. Did you ever see that one? Maid Marian was a good one.
I don't even know what the
Marion.
fuck y'all talking about right now.
Uh-huh. It used to come on after Red Dwarf.
sounds familiar.
On Sunday nights on PBS.
Oh man,
Like late,
It's like
2
this-
o'clock in the morning.
this really crappy public station, like a PBS type sci-fi show on.
Yeah.
That was British, and they had like a werewolf and a vampire, and they were
He was
on
a
a
cat.
spaceship.
He was a cat.
Was he a
Yeah,
cat?
he was a cat who was on a spaceship and evolved into being that. That's what he was. That's why he was all like
What the
prissy
fuck
and
were
like
y'all
meow
watching?
shit.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, and the one dude was a hologram.
Yeah. It was like a really fucked up version of Star Trek.
It was this British show where all these people were on a ship and they were leaving Earth because something was going wrong with Earth. It was going to blow up, whatever, whatnot. But they went and something happened to the ship, and a lot of people went into a coma, but most of them died on the ship. And the one guy comes back to life, or not comes back to life, but the one guy, we end up seeing him, and he's the one survivor, and it's him, a hologram of somebody who he didn't like, and their cat who evolved into a person cat. And later on, I think the ship becomes like a person as well.
I think so.
It was the shit. And that's without drugs.
Oh my gosh.
You asked.
Yeah.
Listeners.
I deserved everything that was just
Listeners,
given
let
to
us
me.
know if you've seen Red Dwarf. Hit us up. Let us know.
Red Dwarf. That shit.
Lord Dorp.
Unbelievable.
Always look on the bright side of
of
life.
I know that song.
It's Life of Brian, Monty Python.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from Red Dwarf.
No, they used to play, I think, on the end of the PBS, though.
Yeah.
When it'll be done for the day, because that was like the last ones. That's back when TV shows used to actually go off air.
Off air for the night.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow, I just felt real old again real quick.
It's happening, dude.
What do you mean again?
Because I have quick moments, because I forget a lot of stuff from
Nah, you
youthful
bastards
days.
are old.
I know.
Getting there. 2 more years, 4-0.
How do you feel about that?
It is what it is.
Do you feel the ever impending march of death?
Yeah,
Coming closer and
every
closer.
now and then, yes, I do. I sit there and I think about my immortality, and then I try to back off of it, because if you think too much about any of that, that can be a dark hole that you will get yourself sucked down, and it can be a hell of one to try to pull yourself back out of.
I've never gotten more gray hairs than I have in the last year.
Yeah.
It's accelerating. At a rapid pace.
Hey, same here.
The aging process.
See, I'm pretty good though with mine. Like, I don't know what my dad's or any males from my dad's side of the family with their facial hair, how they turn, if they turn gray or whatever, whatnot. But I keep on getting like selected fews, like one in the mustache, one in the beard, one on the top part of the head, just a little curl. Yeah, like strategic trying to place themselves so I can't find them and pull. And they're the toughest SOBs to try to pull the fuck out.
Yeah, they're different, right?
Yeah.
They're not like regular.
It's like, hold on. Like, they don't want to let go.
Hold up.
Yeah, bro. And how, like, did you just go through gray all of a sudden and I haven't seen you?
Yeah, I don't know. Or do they
you
turn
just,
gray?
Yeah, or you just turning gray. Like,
I don't know, man. I'm scared that maybe like I got shocked and like my hair turned white.
I think it's some shit going on in the other dimension when you're sleeping and you're in the real world. And that shit that's going on.
You think every time you cross over, you grow a new white hair?
Not necessarily even white hair, but some shit from over
What
there.
the
making
fuck
that
am I
happen.
listening to right now? What the fuck is going on?
Talking about
Gray hairs.
gray hairs, man.
That's all.
You should know. You got tons of them. And you're the youngest one. What are you doing?
Facts.
Yeah, that's true.
Pluck that
I'm not
shit,
gonna lie
man.
about that.
Pluck that shit.
Pluck all of the hairs.
Every
out. I
single
would, Do you
one.
know how many bald spots I would have in my head?
Is that what Moose does, you think?
What, pluck his grays?
Yeah. That's why he's bald and something.
Moose is only, what, 26, 27?
Moose is a baby,
yeah,
baby.
so he shouldn't have. I mean, I can't say that because I've always had gray hair. So I can't really say he shouldn't have gray hair unless he's like me. And
no,
he was
you're
born
right to
with
say
it.
that. You shouldn't either.
Oh, man.
Yeah, most of my friends is doing pretty good without the grays, for the most part. We all pretty still much look good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's up.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
Hey guys, Double D here, and let's face it, you're a loser. Yeah, yes you. You don't have any friends. And here's why this is a problem. Because after you've downloaded this episode and you listen to it, you're going to love it so much, you're going to want to go out and download all the other episodes of No Filter from the EMP network. And then after you've listened to those, you're going to love this show so much, you're going to want to run out and tell all your friends about it. But guess what? You don't have any friends. So go out into the real world and make some friends. That way you can tell them all about it. And you can also tell them about our socials where you can hit us up. Hit us up at Twitter at network_EMP. Also on Instagram, EMP Network 412. And also on Facebook, you can like us, EMP Network, and share it with all your friends on there. You know, they say that they're your friends, but they're not your friends. So go out into the real world and make some friends, you weirdo.
So, like, I mean,
Great generation.
with age comes wisdom.
True that.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
Hopefully, anyways.
No, but
Not with everybody.
that's a
We've
fact.
done a lot of goofy stuff along the way to get that wisdom.
Here's a question for you though. How important do you think your knowledge is? Let me explain. So, like the shit that you just retain, like some shit about space or some shit about like just sports and different shit like that. You retain things throughout the years and over the years and different shit like that. How much of that knowledge do you think is relevant?
Relevant to whom?
Relevant to,
or just relevant?
Relevant to life, relevant to experience, relevant to just. Yeah, that was you. That wasn't the mic. The mic doesn't move,
dude.
Jackass.
It snuck right. Dude.
You can't get smacked in the face. You
smacked me.
No, you.
It's not the first time it's happened either. I'm watching it.
Leave the fucking mic alone. You move to it, and with that long ass nose, it needs some type of repellent. You're not going to kiss that mic.
I go to turn and it just hits. So knowledge.
Yeah, so knowledge. No, but so how relevant do you think the knowledge that you've gained is in the real world, or just in general?
It's useful or helpful.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well let me I'll say this, that as I get older, I have been learning and teaching myself only the things that I want to learn or what I need to learn. So I've kind of been expediting the process and cutting out, because I used to be a completionist. That was just my personality. Like, if I wanted to learn something, I wanted to learn everything about it. I wanted to go throughout the whole history. If I was into something, I just dove right in, and it was so overwhelming and exhausting. So over the years, I've learned to streamline that and cut out parts that aren't necessary and aren't useful.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of just training my eye to see what is useful for me, what do I need, and like what kind of knowledge do I need to extract from this, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess to answer your question, I've hopefully most of my knowledge I can use in some way.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I look at it like I'm not going on Jeopardy.
You were breathing extremely heavily, by the way.
That was actually Deed.
Was that you, Deed?
Yeah, I'm all congested over here, man. My bad.
From the mic.
My head is turned from the mic because I know I sound like Sid from Hey Arnold. So I keep turning my head from the mic, so that way it's not.
I thought we had a sexy caller on the line.
My bad, bro.
Tiger Lady?
How's everything going?
Is that you?
How's everything going?
Ew. Are you okay?
Double D.
Tiger Lady?
What about this knowledge?
Oh, dear God, you just shit yourself.
What do you have? You have an issue with that? Why don't you come and wipe me?
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
Why don't you come and wipe me? I like the way my voice sounded. Why don't you come? Listen to how it's like an echo. It sounds like super evil.
You should say moist like that.
It is you breathing.
Moist.
How creepy is that shit?
Moist.
That's some creepy shit right there.
It's real fucking creepy.
Just put that as a ringtone to fuck with people.
You're no Denzel.
Just
I don't
send
think
that
you
message to
can whisper creepily like that.
That's the $1 million idea. You just send that to people's apps and they just open up in the text.
Who would want that?
Nobody, exactly. You send it to your friends because people are dicks.
Okay. You send it to other people.
Yes.
Not you download the app and you
because
just hit the
people
button.
are dicks.
Yes. Because people love to do shit like that, but they don't have the time to take out to do it.
Like
so
people
we
are
do
just
it for
listening
them.
to it over and over again. Moist.
Have it on fast one. Moist.
Repeat.
Moist.
Repeat.
Moist.
Yes.
Moist.
Yes.
Moist.
More.
Moist. Moist.
Hey, whatever they want to do with it.
The direction this podcast just went, ladies and gentlemen.
And Moose isn't even here.
I know.
I miss you, Moose.
Thanks for not stopping in, Moose. Thanks for not stopping by. Knowledge.
Oh, yeah, back to knowledge. D, what do you think?
I would like to think I retain a good bit of knowledge, and I definitely have enough knowledge to be able to get to where I need to, but not necessarily where I want to go.
So how much real estate do you think you wasted on unnecessary knowledge?
That's a very good question.
I don't think unnecessary knowledge. I think there was a lot of time that's spent on things that should have been in general. You know, I think I could have been more in depth. Like, could have dove into more things, as into like. I don't feel like I was wasting my lot of time on certain things. I feel like I should have spent more time on other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What about you, Double D? How much real estate do you think you filled your mind up with, like, useless knowledge versus the I guess the relevant knowledge? We can use relevant
Yeah,
knowledge.
it has to be relevant knowledge.
Relevant knowledge. Well, you know what? I'm kind of questioning
But then-
whether I think whenever I was talking before, I was trying to absorb everything, and it didn't work out. Obviously, I think I just didn't. I think I just lost it. To be honest, I think anything that wasn't relevant, I kind of forgot, because if it was relevant, I don't think I would have forgotten it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't agree with that, though. I mean, you can forget anything.
That's true.
So, like, I mean, I don't think you not retaining what was relevant or irrelevant. I think it would be easier to learn again if you did lose it.
Or you
I
trying
think
to
like Stephen King said that when asked about, like, someone asked him if he keeps a notebook of his ideas, you get an idea and write it down, and he said no. He said notebooks are a great way to store bad ideas. Because if it's really good, you'll remember it and it'll stay with you.
Do you believe that? You really believe that if it's really good, you'll remember it and it'll stay with you?
No, I think that's. I mean, I don't believe it 100%, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty fairly accurate.
I think that you can catalog it away in your mind, and it'll be one of those. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like one of those situations, but who knows when it's going to pop back up?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
there's shit that I remember, like, from I don't know how long ago that I should have remembered, and it already became too late because I remembered it too late.
Yeah, well, yeah, and along that same lines, and I think echoing what Dee said as well, it's just a shame looking back, how much time you could have been spent focusing on something else instead of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
like simple things like, prime example, wood shop. Like, I learned how to do things in wood shop, but I didn't spend a lot of time.
You learn how to play with wood and move it around and use it and put it in both hands.
I
And
learned how to be safe with the wood
Oil it
and
up.
make sure that the wood was nice and smooth.
put it
and,
through the glory hole.
and you made sure that the wood synced up to what the wood needed to be synced
Meet
up
up with the
Okay.
wood shop teacher after class.
Nah.
Yeah.
No?
He really showed you how to polish your piece.
Nah. My shit was
So it's
unfinished.
just me.
Your shit was unpolished. Is that
It
what
was
you
just
said? So you were
unfinished.
just giving people splinters the whole time.
Hell
like,
yeah. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.
Why don't you go
But-
ahead and touch my? Why don't you go ahead and touch my?
I
wood?
learned enough.
Ouch.
I learned enough
You
in that
know it.
class, and like even stuff like home ec to be functional, how to do stuff. But there's certain levels I feel like I wish I would have taken it to learn even more and progressed
To what end?
to an end that I could be able to do more stuff at the house.
Like you want to make a fucking table?
Yeah, if I fucking wanted to, damn right.
You can make a fucking table.
I
Just
know.
grab 4 center blocks.
I know, but
and
I'll
get a long piece of wood.
I've made those
I'll
tables
make a
before.
fucking table.
I've made those
I'll
tables
make a
before.
fucking table right now. What the fuck you thought this was?
Shit, but you know what I'm saying though, and like to be honest, that's the
Yeah,
kind of
I hear
stuff
you,
I feel that's just completely switch off topic. But I think those are the kind of things that the children should be learning in school that we should have learned in school. I think it's a lot of those life skills to be able to do certain things like fix stuff on the car, make sure you can change your tire, make sure you can know how to cook this, make sure you know if this is expired, that's not expired. Just certain life things in general, and then
Teach
from
you-
that point you can go. And hopefully that will help you in this direction or that direction or a nice base of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think teaching laws too. Like,
Yes,
how
yes.
many people even know the laws that you're supposed
Most
to
of them
follow?
don't. We just take it for what other
Absolutely.
people say.
Yeah.
You just take it for what other people say. And
and
that's
it's
what
like
you're
you don't
told the
know.
whole time.
You don't know until you break it, and it's like you can't do this. Like, oh,
Law, credit.
Yep.
Law and economics is definitely 2 of the things that you should definitely learn in school. You shouldn't have to wait to college to do
No.
that. You should already have a foundation built.
Absolutely right.
So that way you can go ahead and go into college and craft it better, because a lot of college students, oh yeah, well I can get a credit card now. Maxed out. I can get a credit card now. Maxed out. I can get a credit card now. Maxed out. Now
that's
you're
exactly
in debt
what I
on
did.
top of school loans and shit like
And
that
it's
because
not-
you were able to do it.
And isn't that funny that the time you turn 18, they want to send you away is when they want to teach you all this stuff, when they should have been teaching you all of this stuff before we send you on your own.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, we're going to just call to you and teach you this and make everything all nice. And we're going to send you out into the real world with no life skills. That's your grand prize for finishing 12 years of school. Here you go, Jimmy and Susie. Have a good old day. But that's, yeah, just know. I remember one time I had a friend. This girl was one of the most intelligent females I've ever met in my life in high school. and she called us because she didn't know how to put gas in her car.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
I mean,
boy.
honestly, you should have been able to put that together.
Yeah.
But like that's
even
just
if
dumb.
you've never seen it done before.
That's just dumb.
But this wasn't even
I
one of
think
those,
that's-
like, I'm so smart, I have no common sense type girl. Like, she was legit smart, like, and book smart and common sense. But how do you not know how to put gas in a car?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, they let you drive it. Like, that's...
How is this
honestly,
never
maybe she
come
never
up
had
before?
to. Maybe she never had
you
to
know
put
what?
gas in her
And
car.
that's one of those things. I also had a young lady work for me, and she was the sweetest little girl. And I asked her to vacuum the floor in front of the foyer at the restaurant. And she did it, and she's sitting there doing vacuuming back and forth, and she never puts the handle down. So she has the vacuum cleaner sitting upright. Like a big L. And she's just the sweetest little girl in the world trying to get it done. I'm like, honey, have you never... And she came from money. Like, she came from, like,
Kick this
long
little button.
money.
It's not even coming from money, though, because remember what I told you when I met my wife, she didn't know how to do laundry. She didn't know how to cook. She didn't know how to
But
clean.
did she know that
didn't
the
how to do
vacuum
any
thing
of
go
these
down?
things. I don't know.
Because to me, that's like base. But, and she looked at, like, it was
But
just...
it doesn't surprise me that she did not know
Yeah.
that vacuum needed to be dropped, because if she never had to use a vacuum,
and that's
or if
exactly it.
anybody, like if she came from money and she had Consuela come over every weekend and fucking
And I
clean
think
the
that's what
house.
it was.
You,
'cause
you think she, like, people that are, like, say entitled, maybe,
yeah,
don't have
shit.
those certain skills?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think stuff like this is the type of knowledge that you gain, and these are things that you move forward with, and it's just something that you retain because you learn it, and you learn it because you need it, not you learn it because you want it, not like a Jeopardy question or something like that, not like a trivia question or something that has nothing to do with anything, is probably never going to help you, but you just know it. It's just in your head. Like, for a perfect example is, like, I'll say me with comic books. I know a lot. I read a lot, and I know a lot about fucking comic books and shit like that. Same thing with sports, and same thing with, like, a whole bunch of different things like that. Now, granted, these things, they can help me, but generally they usually don't help.
Yeah.
They usually don't help you. Like, you know how to play Magic the Gathering. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with playing Magic the Gathering? Don't laugh at me. I'll beat both your asses.
But I would argue that those things are still useful and helpful.
How so?
Because you enjoy them, right?
Yeah.
And so it maybe not all knowledge is to be used for information purposes, but I mean, you store things in your head because you're passionate about them,
Yeah.
right? So there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
if you think about it that way.
Oh, you can do that with a lot of things. So you can be like, well, it could be a way to network because you're doing it and you're meeting other people that might like to do that thing, and now you're meeting other people that like to do that. It could be a stress reliever. So
Yeah.
But
that's
it
why
can
you-
also be nothing, and you just learn all of it, and you just sit in your house all year
And do
for
nothing.
the rest of your life and do
that's
absolutely
true.
nothing
Well, I
with
guess
it, and
it-
have
I
all
guess-
of this knowledge for no reason.
I guess it
Yeah.
comes down to what you do with the knowledge.
There you go.
That's true.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good point.
But generally speaking, it's fucking pointless. It's fucking useless. No, but this I'm trying to actually do basically what you said, like learn the shit that is relevant now versus the shit that's not necessarily relevant. But the problem is, how do you know what's relevant and what's not? Like, there was a time where I didn't know that putting your finger in a bullet hole would actually clog it up enough for you to survive until you need it, and you're like, oh, let's try this. and you just saved a life or your own.
It didn't blow up in the rabbit's face. Is that what happened? Because that would have been awesome.
That was
like to
a
have seen
really good reference.
Thank you.
That was a really good reference. But no, like, so what exactly do you think is like? It's you don't really know what you're going to use.
No, you
Like, you don't know if you're ever going to be in the woods with a bag of Fritos and you find out that they're a good fire starter.
That's very true. That's I I would think, I'm at a point where my life where I'm only doing things that I'm interested in now, and things that I'm pursuing or are my passions. I have work that I need to do, and then I have my passions that I'm pursuing. So at this point in my life, I'm only seeking out information that is relevant to me. But you're right. You never know what you're going to need as far as like survival skills. So that's where preparing and having just a base knowledge of things like you said, having a base knowledge of wood shop or home ec or some shit like that, or survival skills. Having having that.
How dare he?
That base,
Put your fucking phone on vibrate. Everybody in that chair. It's that chair.
It's that chair,
because
man.
Vandalay did it. Moose did it. Now D's doing it.
I was thinking the same thing. That's why I put the phone back down. It's like, hold up. This ain't the curse of Moose sitting here scrolling through my phone.
Curse of Moose.
Dun, dun.
Hey, Rocky. That was no Dave Coulier. I'm sorry. That was no Dave Coulier, Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
Hey, Rookie. You mean like the Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yeah, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I'm a little clogged up, so I can't do it right now. My son loves that voice.
Hey, Rocky. Let's go ahead and... Where's Boris and Natasha?
I can't. I'm clogged up. Can't do it right.
I used to watch that as a kid, too.
You used to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yes, sir. The old original show.
You fuckers are old.
Well,
it was on reruns.
Yeah, I was about to say,
okay,
back in the day before they had everything on demand, you had a lot more reruns from stuff from like the 60s, even in the 50s, the 70s, anything that was on TV.
Yeah, they still have that now. It's TV Land.
Nah, well, it was before TV Land was a thing.
You know,
like it was just it was after the TV shows because there wasn't the infomercials and none of that. So to kill the space, like I don't know about you, but I remember back in the day, like if you stayed home from school after you got done with the cartoons, then it started getting to like your Jenny Jones shows and whatnot.
Jenny Jones.
All right, so you have your Jenny Jones,
Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, Montel.
and then you would get into your.
Hold up, you got to back up. You got Prices Right.
Well, hold on, no, because
At
those
11
came
a.m.
on first,
Yeah.
and then you had the Prices. No, you're right. You had
Price
the
is
other
Right,
stuff. Then you had the
11
Prices
a.m.
Right and all that. Then you went to Jenny Jones, and then you went into your judge shows, and then
Judge
right around
shows,
3
around
o'clock,
4,
that's when our
Judge
cartoons
Mill
would come
Lane,
on.
Judge Judy, Judge Joe
I
Brown.
think it was Judge Wapner.
Yeah, that's what all we really had was Wapner.
5 minutes to Wapner.
And then 6 o'clock after, or 5 o'clock when the
piss
cartoons
on
would
my
come
leg
off.
and tell me that it's raining.
That's when you would have to switch over from the cartoons to the old school TV shows about 5 o'clock. And it'd be from 5 to 7:30 because at 8 o'clock is when your prime time came on. But that's when you got your MASHes. That's when you got all your other reruns, your Roseannes back in the day even when that came off. Yeah, man. Yeah. That was the structure of
that
the
was
shit.
it.
That was it.
That was what I grew up on.
Yeah, man.
TV.
If you were real lucky.
Shout out to cartoons.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I love
Cartoons was the best.
Pretty much my parents were a TV. Basically.
Yeah. I had a TV since I was before I was 3.
Yeah.
Black and white TV.
One of those big old console ones.
No, it was a little one.
Did you have the giant floor model and then you had the working TV on top of it?
Yep. Sure did.
The hanger with aluminum foil on the ends of it.
Bunny ears.
Absolutely.
Now, I had
100%.
my bunny ears were speaker wire. I had strategically placed throughout my bedroom,
Don't
and I
touch
had
it.
marks on the ceiling because we used the tape and we'd move it, and I would mark down the channel next to it on the ceiling. Bullshit you not. But yeah, I did that for a while. We even had, not only did we have the TV on the little TV on the big TV, we had the big screen TV that had the decent sized TV on top of it. So we was doing all right at some point in time. We was doing good. It wasn't just a little one.
You know what I always loved at your house, T,
Huh.
in your basement, was that fuzzy portrait
Oh, the people.
of that nice lady.
Yes, I missed that. I don't have none of that stuff no more.
Oh, where'd it go, man?
Because when they moved, they went into storage and they weren't able to keep it.
Oh,
For
man.
real, I have.
That would kill.
If I walk off the face of the earth, I'm gone, dude. I have no kids. I have my woman, but I have no kids, and it's just me. There's no record of me being around. I don't even know if I'm in the yearbook. For real.
I don't know if you are, man.
I think I'd taken myself from the movie and
So
shit.
you're just erased from existence.
Thanos really hit that shit on me. Thanos was like, snap. And I'm dust.
I don't feel so good.
Did you ever see that video with the Thanos? And it's like, now we're dust. No, I
didn't see that.
Oh my god! Oh, I will make sure that you. I don't know who. Yes, that's all I gotta say. It's a little catchy little tune. It's like, okay,
Who is it?
I don't know. He made it some guy from YouTube, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it has a catchy little beat. He catches yourself like
You walking down the street like, now we're dust.
yeah, he does exactly. I swear to God. I swear to you have to watch that before we all disperse. Y'all have to watch because this is ridiculous. For like 3 days, I was texting other people like, "Yo, check out this link. Number one hit." It was
iTunes. Bye.
But yeah.
All right. I mean, we're at 53. Are we done?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Hey, good.
All right. No closers. Nothing. No. Okay. We haven't had a solid closer in like 27 episodes.
I think Jay Bell might have one. We got Jay Bell on the line?
No.
Jay Bell. Sorry. I thought we had him on the line. That's my fault, guys.
That's funny. No, but yeah, I mean, if there's nothing else. All right, guys, we want to hear from you. We want to hear what your 90s fits were. We also want to hear, like, what do you think about knowledge and how much real estate do you think your brain takes up for absolutely no reason? And
also, if you've seen Red Dwarf, if you know the show we're talking about.
And would you put your dick in a glory hole? I'm really curious to know how many bold people are out there. Because, I mean, you're braver than I am.
A lot. I would say a lot. I don't know if they're going to admit to it, but I'm telling you. I think there's a lot, man.
You think a lot of people put their dicks in glory
Yeah,
holes?
I think more than what we really think, yes.
I don't know, man.
There is some degenerate-ass people out there. I'm telling you. Look at my eyes, man.
You walk into a stall. You walk into a stall and there's a hole right there. Like,
maybe not me, maybe not you.
Okay, the question is,
maybe not Double D, but I'm telling y'all,
you're on the other side, and suddenly one comes through.
I'm kicking the shit out of it. The fuck is going on? I'm
you're not going to be like Ray from Scary Movie where it tickles your ear like.
Hold up. I'm reaching back like. Boop. Yeah.
Then at the end of the movie, he had a patch on both of his ears.
That's right.
That shit was funny as hell.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I love Scary Movie. That's a classic comedy movie.
Until they started getting to.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about the first one. Though. I'm talking about the first one, and the second one was okay.
Yeah, and after that, that's when I stopped too. That's usually when it comes to movies like that. After the second one, like even the second one, like depending on who you got coming back into the second one, that can be iffy.
Yeah. I did like and then they started making like renditions of that movie, like disaster movie and comic book movie and shit like that. Like it was stupid.
Yes,
but
punch those too.
I mean, we were definitely trying to close. So, all right, guys.
That was our closer.
Right. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. And the stuff that you hear, you may like it, you may hate it, you may agree, you may disagree. Some of the stuff that you relate to, some of the stuff that you can. And one thing we can tell you is that it will always be no filter. Signing off. This is Remorseless.
Me, Double D.
Me, Just D.
All right, man. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Robot. Hey, Robot. Where's my lunch?
Fuck your lunch.
What?
Sorry, I am getting involuntarily reprogrammed by the No Filter podcast.
No Filter podcast? What the hell is that?
The No Filter crew is taking over my systems, slapping all who opposes.
What do I do?
Join the movement or get ran over.
How do I join the movement?
Visit their social media site.
Their social media? What are their social media sites?
Facebook, EMD Network, Instagram, EMD Network 412, no spaces, and Twitter at Network EMD. Danger, fuck the sensitivity police.